Now, your forecast from Fox 56 News, the weather authority.
All right, 722, looking at the radar here this morning, a lot of rain across the state, and the heaviest of the rain is to the south, and that's where we're still dealing with storms kind of lining up really along and south of the parkways, and also just kind of north and east of that. So some gusty winds, some heavy rain for sure into Somerset down to Burnside. The strongest storm we still have is this one that was coming out of Clinton County, and it's into Monticello right now. Here it is. We're looking at likely some winds that could be gusting 40, 50 miles per hour, heavier rain and frequent flashes of lightning. I'll get Peyton off screen. Can you look at the Kentucky Mesonet on the website and see the weather station down in Monticello? See what the current winds are gusting with that particular storm. I'll kind of revisit that as I come back around. As we look up to the north here into Lexington and neighboring communities, lighter to, again, in some cases, maybe a pocket or two of some moderate rain in here, but none of this is severe or even strong, okay? Because that threat has pushed to the south. Rainfall amounts in the last 24 hours nearing 2 inches in North Lexington. We're 1.5 inches in Science Hill, 1.3 in McKee, and look at this, Vanceburg 1.7, Carlisle 1.5 inches. Does it say what the...
Only 14.
Only 14.
Yeah.
So that was the current. Okay.
Yep.
So it could have peaked already and gone down, but we'll keep an eye on that. Still some gustier winds to say the least. All right, let's look here across the area. Home view, raining everywhere. All 4 cameras, all right? But the heaviest is definitely sticking out in Somerset. You can see by looking at the reduced visibility down there. Still raining, though, and wet roads everywhere. So ponding of water, yes, that is a real thing. If you've never hydroplaned before, once it happens to you the first time, you obviously don't want it to happen again. It's like a panic. You're just like, you can't do anything. Your car is out of control. So to slow down, because there's going to be plenty of water on the roads this morning. That's the key, to try to avoid that. 60s across the area for most of us, but to the south and southeast in the rain-free zone, we could still have some spots southeast Kentucky that are in the 70s. But rain is coming, and that rain-cooled air kind of rushing ahead of it should drop temperatures there slightly. But look what's starting to happen. Back to the south and west, another wave of energy bringing rain and storms to Oklahoma and Texas, and then some more rain beginning to fill back in across Arkansas. Why are we watching that? Because this is rain that likely works back in and fills in for us later today. So this is just a computer model. They're not going to be perfect, but this is pretty close to what we've had moving through the area. The line is farther south and farther east in this, but I'm showing it to you because I want to show you the trends that happen. That first line moves south. That next wave of storms downstream starts to move in here as the day wears on, okay? Meaning rounds of heavier rain, and yes, on the southern end of this, where we may start to get some warmer air and drier weather a little later on, we have to watch for some strong and severe storms to move in too. Then tonight, some more rain around. Then we get into the day on Friday. I think we start with some showers and storms, and signs are that the front may try to go north late in the day on Friday, leading to some drier periods. Here's the outlook for severe weather today. We're all under the gun, but again, the farther south in the state that you live, I think we have a little better chance for some strong, maybe severe storms again this afternoon. All right, so rounds of rain and storms today. Likely heavy rain too, keeping us in central Kentucky in the 60s. We may not even get to 68. Far southern southeast Kentucky, some 70s, maybe 80s down there today. Rain and storms again for Friday, but I think late Friday and into Saturday morning, we have a period of drier weather. Saturday night into Sunday is another wave of some heavier rain. Finally, the best news that I can give you all morning long is that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is drier. Yes, it's cooler, but we're really going to need some dry weather by that point, Krista, because flooding is going to likely become an issue for us before that.
Yes.